Hello, crafty friends. It's Elisa from Paisley Papyrus. We are going to put together a kit today. This kit is available in the store still, and it is called No Matter the Weather card kit. And it has sayings like "Let Love Grow," which, to be honest with you, I have no idea when I would ever put that on a card. But it also has "No Matter the Weather, we're in this together. Wishing you brighter days ahead, and you are capable of amazing things." And then some flowers and some hearts and some clouds, and some raindrops. So let's put together a card from this kit, No Matter the Weather card kit. All right, it comes with a basic gray ink spot, and then it has all of this goodness. Let me see if I can get it out. Shrink wrapped so that you get all your goodness. It even has a little block in it. So here's my block. Let's take out all the goodies. You have some little raindrop embellishments in here that are adorable. A little bit of green and white twine. I'm guessing that's Granny Apple Green. And then the little glue dots, some adhesive, dimensionals, and then 3 card fronts with that one, and 3 card fronts with that one, and 3 card fronts with that one. So let me set this aside and let's make a card. Oh, look, here are your card bases. And then the inside of the envelopes has liners in those colors. And our card bases, oh, we have the boots there. I set that aside. So we have 3 pop-outs of each of these for our different cards. And then these are our labels for stamping. So let me move that trash aside, and let's see which one we want to start with. Let's do the boots and the bunny first. So the first thing I'm supposed to do is now I'm not going to use this block. I'm going to use one of my own blocks because I like the thick to go on it. We are going to use the dots here. Now, I love these kits because they just broaden your stamp collection in such a great way. Let's see, this is a D block that I have here, and we're going to pull out the sky and the ground, and I'm just going to take my little scissors here and slice open my basic gray ink spot. Now I leave it on so that it doesn't separate. I'm going to ink this up and stamp it here like that. And then, you know, I'm wondering if I want to stamp off. Maybe I'll stamp off for the second one. Let me pull in a scratch piece of paper over here. We're going to fold this in half and put him under here because I'm going to stamp off the edge for this guy. Ink, ink, ink. Right there. And then I'm going to flip him around. Oops, I just put that ink side down on my paper. You probably don't want to do that. And then one more. Okay. We'll set these 2 off to the side over here, and we'll flip the block around and do it like that, so it's a little bit of variety. Okay, and then let's see here. Where's my cleaner? I have the chamois from Stampin' Up! To clean off my inks. Take that guy off, and we'll put him back on our carrier sheet. Let's set him aside, move that out of the way. Set this aside for a second. And then our next item of business is to take our boots with the flowers in them. Let's see if I can pop him out nice and easily. That's fantastic how nicely those come out. We're going to put him right here. And then we're going to get our little bunny, and he's going to go right over here, and then we're going to take a little heart, and he's gonna go right there, and then we're gonna set those guys aside. And I'm not gonna say let love grow, because as I mentioned, I have no idea who on earth I would ever send that to. I am going to choose instead, you are capable of amazing things. Or how about wishing you brighter days ahead? Let's see, will that fit on here? It will fit on here. So I'm gonna alter it a little bit, because wishing you brighter days ahead seems much more like something I would send to somebody in a card. And oops, got a little ink on my finger. It'll be okay. We're gonna ink that guy up. And I am gonna move him kind of over here to the right. I'm gonna try not to get my head in camera when I do this. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna stamp it off on the paper first to make sure it's gonna look like I see it. And sometimes it comes with a little film on it, so sometimes you might want to, if you're not getting an inked impression that you like, you might want to ink it a couple of times and then stamp it off until you do. And see, that one's much better because I inked it up and then stamped it off, and it took the little film that comes in the factory and took it off. So you might want to do that before you put it on your label. So we're going to start right down here with this guy. Him there. Oops, I don't think I'm in camera for that, but and see, I messed him up. That's why we get so many labels. Should not have moved him while I was doing that, but it's okay. Mistakes happen. We're gonna put that there. We're gonna put this guy right here. Straight down, straight up. I still didn't get it right. You know what? I need my piercing mat underneath me. Actually, that's not my piercing mat. This is the foam insert that comes with the Stamparatus. And let's do it one more time. So it gives you 5 shots for 3 cards, so that's pretty great, if you ask me. And we're going to do this again, since it's photopolymer, straight down, straight up, much better. There we go, finally got it. 3rd time's the charm. So, oops, that guy is popping out already. We'll take him out, move this aside. And then we are going to pop up our boots. So right here on our instructions, step number 2 is to pop up these things. But like I said, I'm not gonna do Let Love Grow, so I have to change mine a little bit. So let's see, what did I just do with those? Well, I have this sheet here, so I'm just gonna use this sheet. I'm gonna put that there, put that there, put one here, put one here, down there, and down there. We're gonna flip that over. Oops. You'd think I haven't been stamping in a while, given how badly I'm doing today. Please excuse me. Let that go to show you, though, if you're new to stamping, mistakes happen. It's okay. All right, so we're gonna put him right here. Well, let's move him over some. I'm gonna put him right here, right about there. And then we're going to, so over here, you're supposed to stamp on it and put him up on dimensionals too. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. Next, like I said, I'm altering it a smidge. 3 on him. And off with those backs. Flip him the right direction, and we're going to put that right there on him. Now, my alteration is going to be to use this bunny and have him, if I can pick him up, overlap down here. So he's kind of sitting on this label and stands out a little bit better. So that means I'm only going to put one of my dimensionals up here on his head, right there. And then I'm going to open my little dots, which I don't know what I did with. See, oh, there they are. Take out one of my little dotty guys here, and I'm going to peel that off with my nail and then put it down here on his rump, behind his rump. See, and then pluck him off again And the dimension here matches the dimension here and the dimension beneath this. So that's why his head is on-dimensional. And then I already have a dimensional under here, so that's why I'm using the glue dot down here. So we're gonna take him and put him right there. And then we're gonna take our little heart and put, I don't know, I'm not really sure that I want, yeah, I just don't want a dimensional behind the heart. I'm just gonna put a glue dot on the heart, pick him up, peel that guy off, and then we'll have our little heart right here. I'm gonna tilt him a little bit, which I think is kind of fun. And then we will, let's see, do we want to add some? Yes, we're gonna add some of our rain. Do we want rain or do we want, yeah. Here is my take your pick tool. This, most beginners probably don't have this, but this is an exceptional tool to have in your arsenal for all of your card making. I use it on pretty much every card that I make. So he picks things up beautifully. We're gonna put him here and here and one here. And you wanna work in odd numbers because that is just pleasing to the eye. And put him there. So fantastic. Let's put him aside so I don't lose him again. And then we will flip him over and put our glue dots on the back. So if you get tired of the glue dots, I would suggest going ahead and ordering like one of our adhesive seal runners, because it's just faster. So if you start buying the kits and you are enjoying that, I would go ahead and pick up one of the seals. Now, the kits are great because everything comes in the kit that you need to complete the cards in the kit. But if you like to be fast, which who doesn't want to be fast, I would add in one of our seals for adhesive. And then we're going to put him on here like so, and he is adorable. Now we're going to take our ribbon, we're going to make a bow, if I can find the end. Where's the end? Hello? That guy's loose, but he's not the end, maybe? Oh, he is the end. Okay, so it says to take 11 inches. I'm just gonna tie it while it's still on it because that's what I do. I'm gonna take my end here. I'm going to make myself a little bunny ear, wrap it around, push it through. I might have to eat something. I've got the shakes this morning. Pull that down and pull him tight. Make my bunny ears be where I want them to be. Pair of scissors, snap that off. And then we'll set this right here because I'm going to snap him again. And then I am going to put him right there. So to do that, I am going to use another one of my little glue dots, and I'm going to put it on the back of my ribbon like so, right? And then I'm going to peel it off, peel the backing off of it. It's tricky, it's tricky. Again, this is why you'd like to have some glue or other adhesive. That he doesn't want to come off. So I'm sorry for the wait time. If you have your take your pick tool, you can separate it a little easier with that, maybe. The other option would be to put the glue on here. However, I wanted it like this so that I could roll it behind my bow so that there's less sticking out. So that was my method to my madness for doing it the way I just did it. So we're going to put him right there, and then we are going to clip our ends, and we have an adorable little card. Isn't that sweet? I love it. Super cute, super, super cute. All right, we're going to set him aside. We're going to go on to card number 2. All right, let me clean up my mess here a little bit. Let's see, I hope that I'm all in frame for you. So that was card number 1. Now card number 2 is going to be this guy. And we have these, oh, that's my bee from what I was working on earlier. We have our circles here, and for this one we are going to use the one that they suggest. No matter the weather, we're in it together. Open him up, take him off, put him back on our carrier sheet, and our first order of business is these clouds. Okay, so I'm going to take one cloud here on this block, and I'm going to take the other cloud on this block, which this is the one that came in the kit. Okay, and then I'm going to bring back in my scrap piece of paper because I want to stamp off so that it's not quite as dark as they have it here. Okay, so you can see that they have it pretty dark up here, and I don't really want it to be quite that dark, so we're going to do a little lighter version of that. So let's bring in our card base, I mean the piece that we're stamping on. I'm going to ink up my stamp, ink, 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 and then we're going to stamp off once, and then I'm going to put him right here. And then we're going to see, I like that when it's a little bit lighter. I don't want it quite that dark. So we're going to stamp him off twice this time and have it be a little bit of a layer behind that first one. And then we're gonna, take this one and ink, ink, ink. And we're gonna stamp him off once and have him right about here. And maybe a second one right about here. Nice, I like that. Ooh, I got a little ink on my finger. You gotta watch out for that. All right, we're gonna take this guy and stamp him off once and put him right about here. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. And we'll set those guys aside. And then we're going to bring in our sentiment layer right here. And we're gonna take another block just so that you don't have to sit here and watch me clean everything. No matter the weather, we're in it together. Now, remember what I said, it comes with a little film on it, so sometimes you want to get that film off. So, no matter the weather, we're in it together. That one's actually pretty good for the first one. So, we'll ink it up again. Do, 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 do. It's more fun when you make sound effects, just so you know. Do, do, do. Okay, we'll put him right in the middle of our circle. See, that one didn't go so well. So let's clean him off. It's nice to have 5 options. You can mess up twice. That's what I love about these kits, is you don't have to be perfect, because none of us are. Don't tell my kids. I tell my kids that I'm perfect. There you go. So much better. All right. So we've got this guy ready for our card, right? And then the other elements of the card we have over here, back from that first one that we did. We're gonna take this guy. Whoa, come on. Let's get this guy out of the way so you're not looking at yuckies. So we have him, and we're going to use this guy as well. Now they want me to tie a ribbon around my boots. So let's just do it their way and tie a little ribbon. They say 11 inches for this guy too. I don't know. I don't think I like that, so I'm not going to do that. But you know, when you get your kit, you do what you want to do and how you like it, okay? Just like that. So my plan is to come back with Beyond the Kit, which means I'm going to take the stamp set. After everything's been made from the kit, I'm going to show you some other ways that you can use these stamps after the kit is gone, because don't we all want a little bit of extra inspiration? I know I love extra inspiration. So we've got those elements. What did I just do with my stamped image? There's my stamped image right there. And I'm going to save you time, and I'm going to use this time, okay? This is our stamp and seal. Woo! If I can hold it still. And it's just a little tape runner. It makes it much faster. Now, if I'm sitting here not videoing, I don't mind taking time to do that, but I don't want to have you sitting here bored out of your mind watching me. So I want to make sure that I have this guy. Ooh, you know what? I did it on the wrong thing. Gotta pay attention, Elisa. Gotta pay attention. He's supposed to go on this one. But you know what? I don't think it will really matter that much. Yeah, it won't matter that much. So we're gonna take, it won't matter. I used the same one that was supposed to be for that one. We're gonna set him here because now he's got clouds, and we're gonna do it the way, again, mistakes happen, it's okay. We're gonna put him here, no matter the weather, we're in it together, and he goes straight down, and then these guys get popped up. So we're gonna use him here, and this guy right over here. He barely fits. And I love that I'm making mistakes. I promise I'm not actually doing that on purpose, but it's good because then you can see that, you know, mistakes are okay. It'll be all right. So we're going to do the same thing with that guy. Put some dimensionals behind him. I'm not sure I'm on camera. Sorry about that. And put him back here. And flip him over and put him right up here with this guy. And let's see here. We're going to use our take your pick tool again, and we're going to use these little raindrops that I'm sure are very difficult to see on camera, but I will try. Can you see those on camera? I don't know. There we go. So that's what those look like. Hopefully you can see them when they make it on the card. We're going to put him there, and this guy up here. You can really put these anywhere you want. Doesn't matter. But we're going to do 5 of them. And I'm going to put another one like here. Okay. And then we're going to tie our little bow that we have here. And I'm actually going to put him just kind of right there at the edge of the flowers because that's what I want to do. And let's pull this guy in, our base. See how fast these are coming together? Isn't this great? I love it. All right, so we are using our seal because that goes so much faster. We're going to put this guy right here in the center. And, whoops. I'm going to take a little bit of our green glue, which is the Tombow Mono Liquid Multi-Purpose Glue, and I'm going to put it a dab right there. I'm going to pause you for just 1 second. All right, so I put a little dab of glue on there, and I'm going to put my, bow right there in the glue, and we'll set that aside to dry because essentially this guy is done. So isn't he cute? I really love that. Okay, we're going to set him aside to dry, and then we're going to make card number 3. Now card number 3 is the one with the boots. So this one I need to make sure I get the right guy because I don't want to mess him up. All right, so for card number 3, we are going to pull out this gray right here. It says I need these guys, so we're going to put him on a block, and I'm going to take a smaller block and I'm going to get some raindrops like so. Okay, set that aside. I'm going to bring this guy back in because I don't want him to be as dark as our basic gray actually is. So we're going to do a little bit of raindrops on this guy and get off that film from the factory. And then we will do a stamp off and a little bit of a guy there. And then stamp off and a little bit of a guy right there. And stamp off, ink up, stamp off, a little bit of a guy right there. I don't want it quite as rainy as they have it in the picture, so we're gonna put it right here. And then let's just do one more so that it's odd number of drops of rain. Stamp off, and we're gonna stamp off the edge here, and one more up here just for giggles and grins. Oops, I made a mess with that one. Okay, so that was our first element, was the rain. See how much they had on there? Now I'm gonna do the ground, and the ground I don't mind being as dark as they have it. So let's get the factory ink off. Now I'm gonna just do it this way. That's the other way to do it if you want. And we'll put a little bit here. And a little bit here. And a little bit, let's flip him and do like that guy up there. And then we'll flip him back and do this guy right there. Okay, so then he can be set off to the side, and our next order of business is to tie the ribbon around the edge. So let's do that, shall we? I'm going to take mine and go around, because I think it's easier, I'm just going to go around twice and tape him off in the back. Oops. And let's see if I can find my tape. So I'm going to use this Terran tape. And, oopsie, put him there. And pull this guy off and put him right here to hold him down like I want him. And then I have that guy going around, and then I'm going to tie my little bow at the end when I'm ready. Okay, so my next step is going to be to take these guys, pop out my boots, which I think this one is so cute with all these little rain boots. Set him aside, pop out the middles, and we are going to use our dimensionals on the back of him. Do you ever get to stamping and lose all your dimensionals and all your supplies while you're busy working? I do it all the time. So one of the things that you should know is when you have these dimensionals, you can also use the edges. So if you are new to stamping, by all means, grab an edge when you're at the end and pull him off. I like to use these guys for like long elements like this right here. So that gives him nice dimension all the way across. Peel off your backs. We're going to line him up with this green one that's already on here. Let me move all of the mess out of the way so that you can see a little bit better. We're going to line him up with that one and put it just like so. And then we are going to pick our sentiment. They say you're capable of amazing things, and I think we're going to go with that one for this one. Yes, you are capable of amazing things. So we are going to use this long block for him and bring back in our guy here, our stamped off scrap sheet. Can you see how it's pilling up? It's like got little bubbles in it. So that's what I want to take off. And if you look at it's stamped really close, you can see that it has those little bubbles in it. And this one back here that I did in the very beginning also has those little bubbles in it. That's what I'm trying to avoid because I don't like that. I don't want that look. So let's see if we can get it right this time, if we got enough of that off. So if that's happening with your stamps, make sure you're doing this before you, and that one's much better than that one. So we are ready now. Pull in my blue flags for my sentiment. And this guy already fell out, so we'll just pull him out, get this aside, put him on. You are capable of amazing things. Usually, I stamp pretty good without the foam mat behind it, so I'm surprised that happened to me that first time, but it did. All right, so our next element is to put him on. Oops, I did it upside down. You know what? I don't care. I like it like that. So we're gonna take him and put him there. And you are supposed to use these little glue dots. I am going to use my seal for speed's sake. I'm gonna put him right here. You are capable of amazing things. Then what I was gonna do was tie my little bow right there, but now I'm gonna tie it on this end because my flag is there. So I want the flagged end of that to be seen, so I'm going to put the bow on this side. So just because the directions say to do it one way doesn't mean that you can't use your own creativity to do it your own way. So keep in mind, it's your kit, it's your stamp set, it's your card. Do what you want to do on it, right? The guide is there to make it easy for you, but if that's not what you want, you do you, my friend, you do you. And you know what? The person who's receiving it will never know the difference. They will never know the difference. All right, so then the next, I'm gonna glue that on here once it's done so that you can see, but then I'm supposed to add these little raindrops again. So let's take my pick tool. This is putty here on the end, which is great for picking up little embellishments and making it easier. I'm going to cover up that mistake with that one and put another one over here and one here and this guy here. Well, we'll do two here on this side and then that guy up there. Okay, now I'm going to move that out of the way. And put this guy on a card base. The great thing about that Tombow glue is my last card is already dry. Oops. All right, so this card doesn't want to fold properly for me, so I'm going to lay him the way I want him and give him a good crease with my nails. Okay, and now he's laying the way I want him to. So we have the adhesive on the back. This side's the open side. We'll put him down like that. You are capable of amazing things. And then we will do a little dab of glue right here, just like we did for the last one. And turn our little bow sideways and put him in it, just like that. I'm going to clip that tail because I think he's a little too long there. And there you go. 3 cards from the kit. Super cute. I absolutely love it, so that you can give some encouragement to somebody in your life and come back again. Make sure you like and subscribe and come back again, and I will show you an idea or two of what to do with this great stamp set after you've used up all the components of this kit, because the stamps are still great even when the inserts are all done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.